Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The DeKalb County School District is proud to present the class of 2019 for Arabia Mountain High School.
Please remain standing for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. High school, a place where you decide what you want to be, where you play a part in the decisions in your life, where you become the only thing that is holding you back. It's a place where laughter can turn into cries, or where yesterday can lead to days such as this. Today is not any ordinary day. It is a symbol of new beginnings, sighs of relief that we are entering a new chapter in our lives, bittersweet tears that we may not see each other again. Not only does this day hold great significance, but it shows that we have all beat the odds. You see, in America, being a person of color is hard. One of us could have been classified as the statistic, the kid who dropped out or got caught in the wrong crowd. It could have been just one who gave society another reason to demean us. But we chose to take another route, to take the challenge and push ourselves to our greatest abilities. Malcolm X once said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." And you, class of 2019, are the future. Now we must ask the question, what will you do with that future? How will you make an impact from this day forward? It is in spirit that I, Maya Ellison, welcome parents, friends, family, distinguished guests, our wonderful administration and staff, our DeKalb County Superintendent, Dr. Green, and our beloved principal, Dr. Rodney Swanson, to the graduation ceremony of the Arabian Mountain High School, class of 2019. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Rodney Swanson, proud principal of Arabian Mountain High School and proud principal of our class of 2019. A triumphant ending and a new beginning, the ageless rhythmic cycle defines and renews our lives. This annual ritual, which marks not only the bittersweet culmination of our students' academic progress, but also the new beginnings we face in a lifelong odyssey for truth, meaning, and success. Commencement is a time for all of us, parents and children, teachers and students, faculty and staff, family and friends, to pause for a moment to glance back on the experiences that have brought us to this place of achievement. From that vantage point, we can look ahead to the challenges and opportunities before us and see in them the profound and pivotal role of higher education. The infectious spirit of success radiates at our commencement ceremony, a fitting farewell to our graduating candidates. We would like to recognize the many people who have made this graduation possible. The DeKalb County Board of Education, Dr. R. Stephen Green, DeKalb County School District Superintendent and CEO, Ms. Vicki Turner, DeKalb County Board of Education member, District 5, Dr. Sean Tart, Regional Superintendent, Region 3, Mr. Ted Chapman, AMHS PTSA President, Mr. Marcus Butts, Principal Advisory Council President, our Assistant Principals, Mr. Paris Bird, Ms. Tanya Mason, Dr. Anthony Rutledge, and Ms. Renolia Wynn, our Counseling Department led by Ms. Tammy Bates Rogers, Ms. Mika Banks, Ms. Candace Teague, and Ms. Gloria Sherman. Our senior sponsors, Ms. April Langer, Ms. Tanya Mason, and Ms. Deidre Watkins. If I can get the faculty and staff of Arabian Mountain High School to please rise. I want to thank you all. Please rise, AMHS faculty and staff. I'd like to thank our parents, our guardians, and of course, the class of 2019. Thank you.
For every mountain you've brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah. For this I give you praise. Dr. Swanson, Superintendent Green, Mrs. Turner, county officials, assistant principals, counseling staff, faculty, parents, students, and to the resplendent class of 2019, the 10th graduating class of Arabia Mountain High School, I am Jelani Williams, and it is my esteemed honor and distinct pleasure to impart a word of inspiration on this, the 31st day of May 2019. Arabia Mountain High School, a nationally recognized school of excellence, has given this class a strong college preparedness and career-oriented foundation, which was demonstrated by receiving the U.S. News and World Report's Silver Award for being ranked 61st among 476 high schools in Georgia and 2,403rd in the nation among high schools. While matriculating in a rigorous academic environment, we have often found ourselves in anxious situations, whether it was completing assignments by 11:59, working in cohorts, taking endurated exams, or engaging in impassioned class discussions. We persevered. Perseverance will take you from your now into your next. This class has been purposely positioned. Let everyone under the sound of my voice repeat after me. I am positioned. Class of 2019, be obedient to your passion. Let no one divert or derogate your journey. God fortifies us with everything we need. He energizes us to be bold with discernment and take risks. As we move into various directions to become biomedical research scientists, broadcast journalists, clinical psychologists, cosmetic plastic surgeons, dermatologists, entertainers, entrepreneurs, fashion designers, forensic pathologists, pediatric hematologists, pediatric physicians, pharmacists, veterinarians, or even to become the youngest female African-American licensed funeral director and embalmer in the state of Georgia. I charge you to seek God first in all things. Write your vision, stay focused, don't let your frustration forfeit your favor, be relentlessly persistent, don't grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. With the authority vested in me from this respected platform, I challenge you, the sagacious class of 2019, to not be distracted by the detractors. Believe you can overcome adversity and know that consistency is key to success and the fulfillment of your dreams. As I come to a close, I'm reminded of the DeKalb Academy of Technology and Environment's student affirmation myself and several fellow graduates recited verbatim at the beginning of each school day for 9 years. This day has been given to me fresh and clear. I can either use it or throw it away. I promise myself I shall use this day to its fullest, realizing it can never come back again. I am the only person who has the power to decide who I will be. I make myself who I am. Who am I? Class class of 2019, you shall be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, a lender and not a borrower, and it is so. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good afternoon, parents, guests, faculty, staff, administration, and most importantly, the illustrious class of 2019. I am Deja Jackson, and I am honored to be your 2018-2019 Magnet Salutatorian. As I stand before you as a proud member of this prestigious class, it is a bittersweet moment that has finally come to an end. When we started this journey, I knew that we would be destined for greatness because the Arabian Mountain High School was here to raise us as academically motivated students. Our school not only prepared us for our future, but guided us into finding our friends, finding our careers, finding our passions, finding ourselves. I once read that you can Google for an answer, as we all did to get here today. You can Google for a mate, you can Google for a career, but you can't Google to find what's in your heart. If you remember nothing else today, please remember, if you get lost in your past discovery, follow your heart, because you will still be closer to finding what you love. As for those of you who may not have yet found our true passion and desires, the process of figuring it out will teach us that we must learn to fail or you will fail to learn. Chris Bradford once said that each mistake teaches you something new about yourself. There is no failure, remember, except in no longer trying. It is the courage that continues that counts. While you are on this adventure to living your best life, remember, you define who you are. 4 years ago, some of us may have walked into this school with people who we may not be walking out with. We may have learned that we are stronger in one aspect rather than the other, or some may have learned that we want to succeed without following the norm. If you have messed up at any point, you can prepare to start again with a clean slate. We have been surrounded by trends, stereotypes, the beliefs and assumptions of others, and our own insecurities all throughout school. Sorry to say, but none of this ends today. In fact, you may be put into positions where you are feeling that is entirely too overwhelming and it may be hard to overcome, but what you think of yourself is what really matters most. My mom always tells me that there will be people who will try their hardest to break you down, pray for your failure, or think you're not qualified to achieve any goal, and it might be those who you least expect. They say that it is a cruel world. However, it is truly up to us to decide how we allow others to make us feel and whether or not we allow it to shape us into the person we are. We will always encounter critics throughout life, but we have to work hard to stay true to ourselves so we can prosper individually. At this very moment, there are so many talented individuals, musicians, designers, athletes, models, entrepreneurs, who do not wish to follow society's idea of the next step, but there are so many different courses that will lead us to our own destination of success. As long as you have a plan for yourself, you can conquer anything. For those of you who plan to be our doctors, engineers, lawyers, teachers, leave for today knowing that it may be the safest route, but it will not be the easiest. Either way you decide to go, we will all encounter obstacles that will make some of us question, is this really what we want to do? If you have a goal, it will not come easy, and you may even reach a point where you fail, but failure does not define us. It is funny how the dictionary defines failure as a lack of success, when in reality, failure is necessary to fuel success. If anything, it teaches us, helps us grow, and dares us to evolve. Know that your value doesn't decrease based on failure or challenge or someone's inability to see your worth. Arabia has prepared us to be the best at what we want to be, not what others think we should be. As our family, friends, and mentors witness the end of our journey to high school success, another door awaits with lots of opportunities, chances, pursuits, and challenges. There will come a time that you will apply all the knowledge, wisdom, and information you gain, and that time is now. As you leave today, kindly embody the ideas that were implanted and possess the visions of holding the light of the future. Show the world your fearless individuality. As stated before, our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. I would like to formally thank my village for being the most supportive system through the good times and the bad times. I would also like to thank my friends for being there to turn up, but knowing when to get back to work. I would like to thank the teachers and staff for their devoted service to the class of 2019. Lastly, I would like to thank the class of 2019 for making this high school experience one for the books. Congratulations, we finally made it.
I love you too. I'm a little nervous, so don't laugh too hard if I stutter. Good afternoon, teachers, parents, family members, faculty, staff, pets, and the wonderful, fantabulous class of 2019. My name is Kamaya Anaki Walker, and I am your 2019 resident salutatorian for the Arabia Mountain High School. Now, before I start my speech, I would like to thank 3 sets of people. 1, the man up above, because without him, none of this will be possible. Amen. Set number 2, I'd like to thank the village, because without your undying love and support, I have no idea where I would be today. And lastly, I'd like to thank any and everybody in the audience that has ever had a conversation with me, because surprisingly enough, your words have gotten me to the highest point, well, one of the highest, in high school. Now, my original plan was to do Vanessa Hudgens' Valedictorian Speech from High School Musical 3, but considering I'm not valedictorian and the copyright issues that would follow after that, I decided to come up with my own content. Now, I was told that my job as salutatorian was to salute my class, so here goes nothing. I salute you all for getting past Westbrook's or Thetford's physics class. Because that was definitely the definition of the struggle. Now, if you had Griffin, you're lucky. I salute you all for being so nice at prom this year and not having such harsh opinions, because what happened 2 years ago needs to not ever happen again. I salute you all for your glow-ups, doing so well on your standardized tests, getting through your breakups, and being the best you that you can be. But most importantly, I salute you for not getting kicked out and getting to these seats, because it's the moment that we've all been waiting for since we got that acceptance letter. Now, when my G-mama found out that I was salutatorian, she called me with a quote from the Odyssey. You know that book that we were supposed to read in 9th grade, but we all fell asleep through? But I reread it, and I found a couple of phrases of advice that I think would be helpful. 3 to be exact. Stay focused, deny yourself, and restrain your shipmates. 1, stay focused. We finally graduated. And while it may seem like the end of our lives, this is only the beginning, which means we have absolutely no room to slack. We have goals to meet, jobs to get, careers to pursue. Develop a sense of tunnel vision if you have to, because we can't let these physical distractions y'all call boyfriends and girlfriends get in the way of that. Which leads me to my next point, deny yourself. Life is full of temptations, whether that be outer temptations or inner temptations. Inner being that voice in your head telling you, eat that piece of cake knowing you're trying to lose 50 pounds, or go to that party instead of studying for your physics test knowing that you want to be the first person on Mars. Contrary to popular belief, I am speaking amongst some of the best and some of the brightest leaders in America, which means that we all in these seats have somewhere special to be. So we can't let our inner negativity get in the way of that. And lastly, restrain your shipmates or your friends. Now, the old saying goes, birds of a feather flock. Yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same page. With that being said, you cannot expect to be successful when you hang around bums. I mean, really. How do you expect to become a doctor when all you hang around is jobless, degreeless, diplomaless individuals? Because they're not your friends. Friends are people who are goal-oriented, just like you all. People that's gonna uplift you and get you to where you need to be. Support you when you have something positive to say and not put you down. When you get to college or wherever you want to go in life, make sure you arrange your friend groups so that they're just as awesome as you are. Or else you're going to end up with a flock full of birds with some bad feathers. And you're going to look down and see that you have those exact same feathers. I don't think y'all heard me. Y'all are going to be around horrible people, and then you're going to turn around and be that exact same horrible person. And y'all do not have time to be horrible, baby girl. As my speech comes to an end, so does our high school career. Remember, concentrate on your goals. Put your temptations aside for your goals, and make sure that you surround yourself with people that's going to help you get to those goals. I pray that you will all take my words into consideration and that you thrive to be the best person that you can be. Congratulations and thank you.
I hope you can see me. Good. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Janae Baker, and I'm so proud to be the Magna Valedictorian for Arabia Mountain High School, class of 2019. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. Without Him, I'm nothing. He orders my steps and lights my path. To my classmates, we have all worked extremely hard, and it's time to celebrate. To those supporting us, thank you for being here. God has blessed me with an abundance of opportunities, and He's blessed me with amazing people in my life. My parents have loved, supported, and encouraged me since day one. Not only does my sister look up to me, she's my best friend sometimes. My family and the village that have raised me have been there every step of the way, even when those steps were missteps or side steps. Although the entirety of my family is undeniably important to who I am, I want to give a special thank you to my granny. I cried for hours on Mother's Day when the realization that came that you would not be here to see me cross the stage as valedictorian just like my daddy did all those years ago at Reebok High School. But you're still here with me, and you always will be. I love you. And I love my granny for so many reasons, including that she always had something to say, just like I do. And a lot of what she said was knowledge and wisdom needed to get through life. I hope the wisdom and lessons I share with you all today can be just as impactful. Many people, including Kamaya, say birds of a feather flock together. Although some people don't believe this, I do. All of my friends have been amazing. Every friend I have ever had, no matter the status of our friendship now, has meant the world to me. They are ambitious, they are driven, they are intelligent, they are dedicated, and they're kind. These friends have meant so much to me because your surroundings dictate your growth. Deja was one of the people I surrounded myself with in the 6th grade at cheer tryouts, and we've been attached at the hip ever since. And look at us now, at the very top of our class, side by side. Ross entered my surroundings in 8th grade,
He has been honest with me, supportive of me, and always there to say, relax, when I go off on rants. Jalen entered my surroundings in 9th grade, and ever since, he has been sure to motivate me, congratulate me, and dust me off when I fell down. I was blessed to be surrounded by the debutantes and the junior escorts since June of last year. 52 teenagers with goals, ambition, drive, and a loyalty like no other. The people I have surrounded myself with are nothing short of amazing. Surround yourself with friends who will have TED Talks on the beach with you. Surround yourself with friends who will bring you a Mr. Clean magic eraser when you scrape your car up against something. Surround yourself with friends who celebrate your special moments and achievements instead of bringing you down. Surround yourself with friends who text you about good news rather than just commenting on your Instagram. Surrounding yourself with friends who make their every endeavor possible. Surround yourself with friends who are going somewhere in life and not waiting on a handout from someone else. Surround yourself with friends who will keep it real with you and keep your best interest at heart instead of telling you what you want to hear. Surround yourself with people who challenge you and motivate you to be the best version of yourself and push you to grow rather than to stay stagnant. But please remember, who you're surrounded by is based on who you attract. Laws of attraction, right? But who you attract is based on your behavior and how you carry yourself. When you are a light to others, you attract people with ambition, goals, and drive. When you're a black hole to others, you attract those who are lazy, unmotivated, spiteful, and negligent. People in pain inflict pain upon others. You don't want people around you who are going to bring you down. You want people around you who will lift you up, celebrate you, and let the good times roll. But to have those people around you, you have to be that person. You can't expect to have people going somewhere in life around you while you're sitting on the couch going nowhere. So go ahead and be that amazing friend, that amazing person. You'll notice yourself being separated from some of those around you. Sometimes your light is just a little too bright to those who are a black hole. They'll stay that way while you grow. You'll prosper and you'll be a little uncomfortable by yourself, but you'll become the best version of yourself. Now, while you're surrounding yourself with these great people, I want you to remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, your friends are amazing, as are their accomplishments, but so are yours. To my classmates, don't look side to side and wonder why you lack what your neighbor has on today or how they look compared to you. We all work at our own pace and travel on different paths. Comparing a dirt road and a gravel road are useless. Don't beat yourself up for being who you are and doing the best you. Now, with all due respect to our parents, aunties, uncles, grannies, papas, big mamas, and everybody else, you don't have to compare us to each other at every open opportunity. We have all worked extremely hard to be where we are. It's fine to reference or compliment others, but sometimes things go too far. Asking why we lack something a classmate has, why we didn't work toward a specific goal, or why we didn't accomplish something at the same time can be counterproductive. It can create resentment and strain between friends and classmates. Each one of us are different and unique in our own right. Each one of us has worked extremely hard to be where we are and accomplish what we have. We have worked, played sports, participated in extracurriculars, and remained social. Just because our path was not the same as the next student's doesn't mean it was less of an accomplishment. LEU has started a brand, Endeavor. Endeavor is easily recognizable, everyone knows whose it is, and everyone wears it, including myself. Jelani runs the largest funeral home in Atlanta, and she's licensed, she's not playing around. And we're only 18. I'm the valedictorian, I have a full ride to my school of choice. None of these accomplishments are related. None of these accomplishments diminish the other. None of these accomplishments are better than the other. All three of us found something we were good at and ran with it. Each of us put our blood, sweat, and tears into what we decided to do. Each of us is going places in life. We don't share the same accomplishments, but all of these things are amazing in their own right. They are amazing on their own because we are walking in our purpose. We have found our niche. We found what we're meant to do. We are confident that this is our purpose. My parents named me Janae Antoinette. Janae means a gift from God, while Antoinette means priceless. Therefore, I am the priceless gift from God. The intention and the purpose behind my name has guided me. I know I am meant to be a blessing and a light to others. I intend to be a clinical psychologist specializing in postpartum depression and childhood mental health. It is my purpose to bring light and awareness of mental health issues to underserved communities. This is my purpose, but not Jelani's and not Aliu's. Just as my purpose is not to be the hottest film director out or a clothing mogul. We have to learn to do the things we want to do and the things that are part of our purpose. There were many times I was discouraged from running for another position or starting up another campaign. But if I've worked towards these goals and you've worked towards your goals, why should any of us stop? None of us have the right to tell anyone else what to do, how to do it, or who to be. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Walk in your purpose with the utmost confidence. Present yourself as who you know you're meant to be. You can't blame others for not seeing something in you that isn't visible. You aren't entitled to have people think the best of you, do anything for you, or accommodate you. So present yourself in a way that they have no choice but to do these things. I hope these things have resonated with you, class of 2019, because we're all grown up now. We've survived chemistry together. We've walked downtown Orlando at 2 o'clock in the morning. We let the girls play football while the boys dance and cheer for us in the stands. And in a few minutes, we'll be turning our tassels to start a brand new chapter in our lives. So remember, watch the people in your surroundings. Do not let comparison steal your joy and walk in your purpose. These next 4 years will be a roller coaster. Some of us are off to school together while others of us will never see each other again. We have to stay grounded and remain true to ourselves. It is unfortunate that many of these bonds grew so strong in the last weeks together. Through the scrapbooks, yearbooks, heartfelt notes, remember the love we have for each other. There's always someone in your corner. Continue to move forward and do great things. I expect nothing from the last best class. Congrats, grads. I love you.
Good afternoon, fellow Rams, faculty, and family. I am Aranza Penapopo, and yes, my name is a mouthful. I'm excited to give you these last words of wisdom as you jumpstart your new fresh journeys, filled with new connections, new travels, and eating ramen in your dorm room. These long 4 years have been characterized by a mixture of joy and anxiety. The joy of passing classes, the joy of dabbing passionately at pep rallies, even the joy of figuring out the school's Wi-Fi password for the 300th time. It was filled with anxious questions like, will I pass Westwood's class if I give him enough apples? Will I get into my dream school? Will they curve the chemistry final? Through the rapid roller coaster of emotions, we made it through class of 2019. Now, I could talk you through a nostalgic trip of cheesy anecdotes about getting lost as a freshman in a school that's just one long hallway. I could talk about our naive, greasy faces or our scary first step into the gym's hardwood floors. But instead, I want to talk about the present. This class is full of innovators, of creators, those who started their own YouTube channels, their own clothing brands, wrote their own book, and even created their own albums. Those who decided to take all that beautiful noise in their head and share it with the world. Yet still, I've met so many people in this class who have so many ideas, but don't release them out into the world. I've heard ideas for entire novels. I've heard aspirations to make music and write poetry, to create non-for-profits or plan out protests for the injustice in this world. I've met talented artists worthy of creating intricate graphic novels, yet they, including myself, never put anything out. Yet, what some people fail to realize is that everyone here has that fire within them. Don't conceal it. Don't fan out the blazing inferno inside you. Let those orange flames surround your environment with its radiant warmth. As Pablo Neruda once said, como si estuviera en llamas desde interior, el sol vive dentro de la guarnición de la piel. As if you are on fire from within, the sun lives in the lining of your skin. You are more than just whiffs of smoke, young fellow Rams. So pick up a pencil and write that 300-page science fiction novel that you've already written in your head. Pick up the phone and start to find sponsors for your amazing non-for-profit. Pick up a guitar and create the next pick up a guitar and create the next Old Town Road. Along the journey, you may wonder, what if it's not good enough? What if I don't get any recognition or praise? What if no one notices? Well, remember that there are magnificent things in this world that existed long before anyone validated their worth. The Grand Canyon, Mount Everest, even the Arabian Mountain Preserve. All these natural wonders were worthy and vibrant and mesmerizing before anyone discovered them and placed them on a map. So keep going on and doing whatever niche hobby or aspiration you have, even if no one notices at first. Don't do it to enhance your resume or your reputation, but because it feeds the fire inside you. Scribble in your journals and bombard Google with all your burning questions. Most importantly, stop living in your mind. As Audre Lorde said, your silence will not protect you. Solidify your aspirations, make them physical, tangible objects, and don't let those ideas wear away in your head. Grow as high as Everest. Carve your mind out with knowledge as deep as the Grand Canyon, even if it's in your own bedroom. On another note, I want you to take advantage of all that is around you. The world is literally your stage. As the singer Mitski Miyawaki once said, I'm not the girl in your movie, I'm the girl in my movie. Remember, you are the star of the show. You're the director, the producer, the everything. Every aspect of your life is crafted by you. Every meaning and all its purpose all originates from your tiniest actions. Don't let that scare you. Let that liberate you and soak in every minuscule minute of life. Lastly, I thank everyone who got me here. I'm pretty sure we all feel jaded, but at least we all get to say goodbye. I thank every family member, especially my mother, Maria Fapopo, every teacher, student, janitor, and person who helped me get here. Whether you wrote me a recommendation or helped me pick up a pencil I dropped in the hallway, thank you for supporting me and everyone else in your life. Most importantly, I thank the earth for having nurtured me and all the wonderful people on it, and I hope you all continue to reciprocate its care. May your futures be as bright as the fire within you, fellow Rams. Thank you, and fight on.
It is that time. It is with great pride that I, Rodney F. Swanson, present to you as a representative of the DeKalb County School Board of Education, the class of 2019. The class of 2019 has led Arabia High School to be nationally recognized with the College Success Award from GreatSchools.org and the U.S. News and World Report's Silver Award, which designates us as one of the best high school in the land. Out of the 319 students in the class of 2019, they have produced 110 superintendent scholars, 10 Herzing graduates who have earned their associate's degree, CCRPI grades of A's and B's, several sports regional championships, several state champions, and a graduation rate of 99%. "98% of our graduates will attend post-secondary institutions, and 2% will go on to the armed forces. The class of 2019 has amassed a scholarship amount of over $13.5 million. And $11.5 million is for academics. This class is truly outstanding. At this time, I request that our superintendent, Dr. R. Stephen Green, and our board member, Ms. Vicki Turner, approach and come to the podium. If you don't have your script, sir.
I got it right here.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Arabian Mountain High School. This is the point where we seal the deal and make it real and put it in the book forever and ever and ever. Are you ready for this? What you're about to receive, you will get, and it will always be with you, and no one will ever be able to take this away. So we're proud of you, the struggle you've gone through, all the work is culminating here, and we are proud of you. But first of all, you didn't get here by yourself. You put a whole lot of sacrifice and hard work in, but the people that are around you are the ones that got you here, and him up above as well, most importantly. So I want you to stand right now and applaud your parents and families and tell them thank you. All right, you may be seated. Now for the formality. Ms. Vicki B. Turner, as the Superintendent and Chief Executive Officer of the DeKalb County School District, I present to you the class of 2019 for Arabia Mountain High School. I hereby certify that these students have met all course requirements and have earned at minimum 24 Carnegie units as established by Advanced Ed, the State Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. Therefore, I, as superintendent, am requesting that you, as a board member, Ms. Vicki Turner, release their diplomas and certify them as graduates of Arabia Mountain High School.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I don't believe it. I don't believe you got to make me believe it that somebody wants to give God the praise for the great things and the mighty things that he has done. I am so honored to be here. I look forward to this every year. And I am so honored. I heard our students speak, and to each one of them gave honor to the Most High God. That means they've been trained up in the way they should go. And our promise is that as they get older, they will not depart from the truth of God's word. I came here not just to release your diplomas, but I came here to tell you students that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I came to remind you that you're on the mind of God, and he told me to tell you he has a plan for you. He said the plan will do you good and not evil. It will give you hope and a future. I thank you, parents, for the sacrifice, for putting your children in a place that will nurture the seed in them. I thank these teachers and this staff and the counseling staff and the leadership for your price that you pay to work with other folks' children. I thank these children for sitting at the feet of those who have trained them up in the way. Children, I want to tell you, and I know you are 18, 19, but enjoy these days, for they're the best days of your life. Enjoy this moment and bask in the glory of God's goodness in your life. I promise you, he's going to do great and mighty things in you as you submit your dreams and your desires to the Most High God. Can I get just one amen? Hallelujah. Praise him. Praise him. On the basis of your certification, I accept your recommendation. The academic achievement of this 2019 class meets the course requirements as established by Advanced Ed, the Georgia Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. As a representative of the DeKalb County Board of Education, I, Vicki B. Turner, authorize the release and the presentation of diplomas and certificates to the class of 2019 at Arabia Mountain High School, which has a 99% graduation rate. To God be the glory.
Janae Baker. Aranza Pina Popo. Deja Jackson. Kamaya Walker. Maya Ellison. Jelani Williams. Semiat Ajabola. Khadija Diallo. Giselle Houghton. Robert Tucker. Zoe Hayden. Aja Ashford. Elijah Bibbs. Kristen Carter. Naya Childress. Khalid Hampton. Leah Howard. Timitade Ishola. Tyler Diggs. Lyric Gordon. Brittany Jackson. Onaya Idakpai. Cherish Johnson. Ian Johnson. Taylor Jones. Jasmine Lee. Taya Lockett. Mariah Monroe. Jonathan Nyblack. Charles Packer. Ahmad Parker. Chaz Pitter. John Radford. Elise Royer. Noel Sr. Trisha Warren. Patra Williams. Idel Abdul Qadir. Ariola Adelugba. Ahmed Ahmed. Naya Akers. Demiola Akindele. Jordan Allen. Shelly K. Allen. Torrance Allen. Durante Austin. Samiha Awez. China Bailey. Demetric Barnes. Marcus Barnwell. Wisdom Barron. Chase Benford. Tajay Bennett. Tiana Bennett. Kennedy Berry. Mariah Bethea. Jordan Billingsley. Amber Bingham. Denasia Blackshear. Angel Blancas. Chantel Bowers. Leah Brantley. Jakayla Braziel. Kennedy Briscoe. April Brown. Chastity Brown. Kendall Brown. Brian Broody. Cameron Bryan. Ricky Buck. Jamie Buchanan. Danae Burns. Sydney Burrows. Deborah Calloway. Corey Cameron. Jade Campbell. Noah Campbell. Ryan Carter. Jelani Kazaban. Jalen Chambliss. Aaliyah Chapman. Tyrell Clark. Bria Clay. Camry Collins. Hassani Comer. Jaya Craig. Matthew Crawford. Tajane Cager. Jada Cruz. Caleb Cummings. Cummings. Michaela Daniels. Kelsey Davis. Cassine Deliston. Solomane Diallo. Ariel Dildy. Alex Douglas. Thomas Douglas. Michaela Douglas. Monica Dowd. Morgan Drew. Yatirius Drew. Jamal Dudley. Asia Duncan. Harmony Duncan. Grace Elizabeth Ide. Samuel Elliott. Austin Euler. Caleb Evans. Jakari Fambro. Sion Farley Thompson. Caitlin Felton. Kennedy Fleming. Trinity Florence. Nicholas Floyd. Siobhan Floyd. Amadou Fofana. Kelsey Driver. Gabrielle Ford. Jalen Foreman. Keon Forrest. Nazir Francenord. Jada Frederick. Nina Fuller. Onegie Fineface. D. Anthony Garrett. Jordan Gatewood. Aaliyah Goggins. Isis Ghani. Christina Goodwin. Devon Gaucher. Kenneth Graham. Nia Grant. Justin Griffin. Hackney. Layla Hanson. Demesia Harmon. Brianna Harris. Sharice Harris. Glenn Hayes. Elijah Haynes. Jariah Heath. Zalea Hemphill. Kareem Henry. Amir Graham. Melanie Herbert. Alyssa Hibbert. Kenya Higgins. Judah Hill. Justin Hollis. Deshauna Holmes. Kayla Holmes. Shayla Holmes. Ryan Horton. Sierra Hudson. Taylor Ingram. Diavion Ivy. Kristen Jackson. Jordan James. Shanice James. Leticia Jean-Louis. Demetrius Jefferson. Jalene Jenkins. Gabrielle Jennings. Jewel Johnson. Marcus Johnson. Taylor Johnson. Niall Jones. Robert Jones. Rain Julius. Taylor Kelly. Dravion Ivy. Emmanuel Jackson. Michaela Kellier. Evian King. Sale Summers. Jada Lawrence. Kalia Lee. Melody Lee. Taylor Lee. Dominique Lester. Leah Lester. Destiny Lewis. Jeremiah Liggins. Sanjay Lord. Dewyo Lorquette. Ramiro Maldonado. Kennedy Malone. Emmanuel Marsh. Jasmine Marshall. Jayla Mason. Michaela Martin. Natasha Mashabatu. Micah Maynard. Jace Mays. Amari McCrary. Miles McDaniel. Ryan McKenzie. Jonathan Lindsay. Zion Lockhart. Ajay Lomini. Deja McLeod. Mael McMillan. Bertram Miller. Darylyn Miller. Brandon Mitchell. Amora Morgan. Jordan Mosley. Jerry Myers. Samuel Ndukwe. Theron Parks. April Pascal. Jayla Patterson. Jordan Paul. Naya Pearson. Sierra Peebles. James Peak. Danielle Perkins. Victor Perry. Okoye Phelps. Reginald Phillips. Terrence Phillips. Tierra Phillips. Sydney Pritchett. Tamisa Nichol. Jasmine Nichols. Shamika Najee Helms. Reed Parker. Kayla Purcell. Aaron Pyron. Jahad Rahashim. Jamila Rahashim. Thomas Rayton. Selena Reeves. Aaron Reddick. Jaden Reed. Genesis Rice. Corey Rowe. T. Erica Rome. Kamari Ruth. Malika Sabri. Trinity Saylor. Crystal Salmon DePass. Elantra Sampson. Shakira Samuels. Joshua Sanders. Micah Sanders. Kenneth Salisbury. Jalen Salvage. Chase Scott. Stephen Scott. Michaela Richardson. Hector Rincon. Lauren Robertson. Ashley Robinson. Victoria Rogers. Tyson Scott. Samaya Shakir. Jasden Shellman. Aliyu Sharif. Yaya Sharif. Alina Shoemake. Kai Shotwell. Jada Simmons. Mark Swayze. Chason Stewart. Chase Stevens. Chastity Starks. Dylan Stanford. Kyle Somerville. Trinity Smith. Shanice Smith. Serenity Smith. Aaliyah Thornton. Crystal Taylor. Justice Taylor. Cambrielle Thomas. Kyle Thomas. Luann Simon. Amani Smith. Jenna Smith. Leon Smith. Matthew Smith. Sky Thompson. Essence Torres. Natalia Tucker. Nia Tucker. Abu Tulu. Ridge Turner. Kyla Vaughn. Kendall White. Maya Wilder. Bryson Williams. Jocelyn Williams. Tamia Williams. Dalia Wilson. Joseph Wilson. Mackenzie Wingfield. Cameron Vaughns. Jordan Waller. Chelsea Walton. Brian Ward. Cheyenne Ward. Isis Ward. Timothy Washington. Keenan Webb Jr. Jamira Webhay. Jasmine Wells. Nia Western. Asia White. Haley White. Anna Woods. Nia Wright. Jonathan C. Young. Jonathan E. Young. Nicholas Young. Basola Yusuf. Shantiana Ziegler.
Now we will have the turning of the tassel. Turning of the tassel. Turning of the tassel. Zoe. Zoe. Come on up. Everybody have a seat, please. If you're on program for the turning of the tassel, we need you to come up to the podium. Turning of the tassel. Okay, when they're done, just ask everybody to stand. You can sing the alma mater, okay?
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, and the graduating class of 2019. I am Khadija Diallo, and these are my fellow classmates.
I'm Samia Ajibola.
I'm Robert Tucker.
And I'm Giselle Houghton.
First, I would like to thank you all for being in attendance in support of our graduates. We worked hard not only to meet the demands of our parents, but also the demands of Arabia Mountain High School in order to be on this stage today. My parents always tell me to be the best in everything I do, whether it's a job or my academics. The bar is always high. So my parents pushed me to thrive for excellence. I remember telling them I had a 98 in the class, and they responded by saying, "Where's the other 2 points?" I now realize that they were right, that there is always room for self-improvement. As you graduate, the highest goal has not yet been achieved. The greatest idea has not yet been conceived. The loftiest honor has not yet been received. The laurels are yours for the winning. The sweetest melody hasn't been sung. The swiftest race has yet to be run. The noblest victory hasn't been won. Make this year your bright beginning.
As we look back on our past years at Arabia Mountain High School, we can see how far we've come. We have overcome obstacles with our friends, teachers, classmates, and even our grades. From late night study sessions for Dr. Oko's continuous chemistry quizzes to Westbrook's monster webassigns. And who could possibly forget making sure our airdrops were always turned on in the hopes of not missing out on anything.
Ooh, child. It's on. Okay.
It's okay, babe. I hope my fellow classmates can agree I am a better student because of Arabia Mountain High School.
What's going on, y'all? It's crazy and unbelievable how Arabia has changed my life in the past 3 years. I learned throughout high school that every day is about growing as an individual in every way possible, in a knowledge perspective, maturity, and overall. We all have made mistakes throughout high school because no one is perfect. However, throughout high school, I can honestly say that God, my family, and friends, and of course, the Arabian Mountain High School has taught me that mistakes come from everyone because everyone is human. One day I was reading an article about a man who stole another man's car and received a certain amount of jail time I cannot recall. However, one of the jurors volunteered some words of inspiration about growing that really resonated with me. He said, "It's okay to make mistakes, but be courageous enough to not repeat it." I would like to know that everybody in this room has the same amount of encouragement going throughout this journey of life as I do. Therefore, I know it's a struggle to complete that 1,000-word essay or that British literature assignment that took all the time in the world to complete, Mr. Stewart. But you made it. You did it. You kept pushing. You kept faith. You stayed 10 toes down, and now you're here today, graduating in front of all our family and friends. If you don't take anything from what I said today, please take this. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Therefore, as you all move on to the next stages in your life, never forget where you came from, because that determines your admirations, where you're destined to go.
Class of 2019, I'm truly proud of each and every one of us and how we've persevered through it all. For most, it's been quite the struggle, and I know that we are all grateful that this journey is finally complete. However, let us not be convinced that this is really the end, for it's truly the beginning. Our lives have really just begun. Although we will now embark on separate journeys, our experiences and the memories that we've created will forever keep us connected. Without a doubt, it is now our responsibility to mature and take charge. And proudly, it's safe to say that we've been adequately prepared for our future by the great Arabia Mountain High, our parents and loved ones, and most importantly, each other. Our hard work, dedication, time, and patience have molded us into the unique individuals that we are, and it's now on us to continue our greatness and have it shown forth through our future endeavors. Congratulations again. We
made it. Hey, we gonna do 2019 thing? All right. When I say 20, y'all say 19. 20! 19! 20! 19! 20! 19! Oh. Now, we'll have you stand up and let.
On the count of 3, we will turn our tassels from the right to the left. One, two, three.
Yes, sir!
Congratulations, class of 2019.
I ask everybody to please stand. Everyone please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater. With everybody. Start? Okay. From the busy streets and houses to the fields of verdant green, we have come from every nation with a goal and with a dream. We will not be silenced, nor will we walk in fear. Our lives are filled with purpose, and that is why we're here. Arabia Mountain, where the best and the brightest go, where success is taught and achievements brought, and we learn and we earn and we grow. We treasure our environment with respect, both earth and skies. We will do our best, conquer every test at Arabia Mountain High.
Thank you so much. Graduates, you may have a seat. We are so proud of you. We want to thank you for the challenge that you've overcome and the struggles that you will have in the future, but I'm sure you're prepared for those struggles. We're ready to recess.
Thank you for attending our graduation ceremony. Please remain standing until all graduates have left the auditorium. We ask for your cooperation by exiting through the doors to your right. Please follow the directions of the ushers as you proceed to the West Plaza to greet your graduates. On behalf of the DeKalb County School District Board of Education and our Superintendent, Dr. R. Stephen Green, we thank you for your support and congratulate you and your graduate on achieving this significant milestone.